We start this hour looking at everyone's Father's Day weekend. We'll hear about yours as well at 866-WE-BE-BIG. Helms, I saw a picture. We've talked to Speedy, Greg, Bubba, and I've talked about mine. I got a picture of yours over the weekend, Helms. It looks like for Father's Day you got a Golden Retriever puppy.
Afraid so.
Oh, God bless you.
Oh,
I announced on about Friday that I wanted after church to be, and I do this every year. After church on Sunday, I don't want to do anything but lay on the couch downstairs in my little room and watch the U.S. Open. That's it. If y'all want to come down and visit every once in a while, that's fine. I'll come upstairs and get some drinks every once in a while and some food, and y'all can come down and enjoy that. And I got to do that, but I also got to do that with a Golden Retriever that
All right.
that wasn't on my list, but we got it anyway.
I've owned 3 Golden Retrievers. Okay, and
I've owned.
They're you won't find cuter puppies on the planet.
I know.
Okay, first of all, and they love people. I mean, really love
Oh,
people.
yeah.
And they love
He's already
to chew.
starting the stuff you were talking about with
Yeah.
the nudging and all that.
And they
It's kind of like the penguins. They take up with somebody, and they want to
buddy.
be with you.
Yeah, you've got Mr. Helms Retrievers is what you're gonna have.
Yep.
And let me tell you, they love and they demand affection.
Yes.
Love me, love me, love me. I want your attention. Look over here. And if you don't give it to them, they come to you. I'm going
Since
to
no attention, I will chew, chew, chew.
Every time you sit down, I want to nuzzle under your arm to make you pet me. And do you have a deck on your house?
Yes.
Are you okay with the corners of it being chewed?
It sounds like I'm going to have to.
If you don't like the
that.
natural look on anything wood, then you can go ahead and just mark that.
Let me tell you what's funny.
I think they can chew rock.
Let me tell you
I
what's
do
funny.
too.
I got the picture of you getting the Golden Retriever puppy. I was sitting outside getting ready to grill, so I was on the deck.
And you could see.
And I could see all the chews of the Golden Retriever history. And I said, and this is what Helm's deck will look like.
And Helms, this is what will happen. You'll get a call from your wife going, the air conditioner went out. You shouldn't think that you have a problem. Immediately think, what has the dog chewed?
Yep.
I think Amanda loved Bubba's line the most when he said you need to budget $500 a year just for stuff he's going to tear up.
That's
just
correct.
for repairs.
Yeah. They're wonderful animals, and I love them. But if you don't give them attention, they're going to entertain themselves.
Look, drain pipes,
Right.
any kind of electrical wire, everything in our backyard is metal clad now.
Yeah.
I had our air conditioning wiring was chewed completely up twice, and our cable was chewed connection from the house once. And the deck.
You don't need that.
and screen. If you, and you said you didn't have this, but you have a screened-in porch. Don't be too attached to the screen.
Yeah, that's gone too. You know what's amazing? You know how you get these guys to come out and mark your yard where all the wires are? You don't need that. The dog can find it.
Yeah, again, they'll find them. Call before you dig. So I would just say,
and look, you got one kid will have a broke ankle from falling in a hole.
right. And your kids are how old?
6, or Braden will be 6 next month, and Caroline's 4.
All right. So you do know.
And
that,
so they think it's the best thing ever.
Oh, it is.
Amanda,
Oh,
and it's a
yeah.
baby. It's not
Yeah.
but 7 weeks old, and they think this is how it's going to be the whole time.
No.
They don't
It's
understand.
about to be your
when
dog.
it weighs about 75 pounds,
And it's big. It's big for 7 weeks. Everybody's like, oh, my
Oh, yeah.
goodness, 7
Big
weeks
paws.
old.
Make
No,
it
he's
big-
cute as he can be.
make it bigger than that. But he's going to be
With his little bandana.
he's going to be your dog. You realize this because as he gets older, here's what's going to happen: the wife's going to lose interest in him.
Yep.
The kids are going to lose interest in him. And then when he's an adult, he belongs to you.
Yep.
And then you're going, hey, I don't really have time to take care. I thought this was supposed to be the family's dog.
Oh, yeah.
And I would, and
Psych.
And see, that's where you can run into trouble because you're busy, the family's busy, and these dogs don't like busy. They like families that they're with all the time.
Right.
Helms,
Because
I'll
when-
tell you
when they
another
get
thing,
bored,
too.
they get that's when they
You
get
don't
into
want a bored
hitting
golden
things.
retriever.
No.
Helms, the thing
They get
you
into it.
that you need to be aware of is when he gets to that 75 pounds is what I call the cone of silence. Like you'll be sitting there and you hear the dog coming. You hear the foot.
Oh, yes.
You hear his paws on the ground or on the floor, whatever the case may be. Then all of a sudden it will just go silent. And you'll think, wonder what happened to the dog. And about then, he hits you airborne.
Yes.
And we call it the cone of silence. When you hear the cone of silence, all you can do is
You just
brace.
brace and get
you
ready.
brace.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
And Greg, you said I'm going to get very mad at some point.
Oh yeah.
You're going to declare you hate dogs
Right.
and all that.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I sent the third one back.
You
Just
give a
send it back.
speech
Well,
about what was I thinking.
I told the family this.
Everybody's telling me
because
that.
I'd already been through it, and we would still have our others. They were great dogs, but they were stolen or something. We don't know what happened, but So we got another one, and I said, the kids were older at this point, I said, now, we're going to take care of this dog. We're going to play with this dog. We're going to give this dog the attention it deserves. And if you don't, then I'm taking it back.
Yeah.
I'm not going to live this way with the, I don't want a dog, but I'm doing it for y'all. Yeah. So y'all take care of the dog, and if you give it, and then I went out there, and they would, went through that little hyper stage you got to get through, and they kept putting it in the carrier while they played.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, that wasn't the deal. The dog's supposed to be playing with you. And I said, if I come out here again in that situation, it's gone. And, and it's so funny because kids always wonder if we're just doing the threaten thing. You got to always deliver on the threats. If not, you lose all control. Yeah. So I walked out. They're out there playing. I hear the dog, and I look, and he's in the carrying case. And I just took the carrying case, put it in the back of the truck, started getting all the stuff, throwing it in the back of the truck. And they're like, Dad, what are you doing? I said, taking this dog back. I told you. And they stood there as I drove away with it. And then when I came back and did not have it, they were like, wow. I mean, I even had friends going, do you mind if I tell that story to my kids just about it?
Well,
you know what I mean?
If you would have videoed that and got it on YouTube, I mean, we'd have had a training video.
This has been a 3 or 4 week process. Mm-hmm. We've talked to a lot of people. Not one person, not one, has said, hey, y'all to get a dog.
No.
Not one. Not one.
It's almost
you
would
Amanda
like
even
one
made a
10.
statement Friday night. She goes, I don't care what parents think. I don't care what our friends think. We're going to get this dog. We're going to love it. And I asked her, I said, can you say that and let me record it? Because I don't think you're going to be
And
as
you're
happy.
going to love the dog, but it's
sure.
going to get to a point
and I
where
got
you
a
want to kill
feeling
it.
me and Major are going to we're going to be the
Oh,
two
is that his
hanging out.
name?
It's a great
Major?
retriever name.
Major.
It's a great
I
retriever
like
name.
Major.
They're wonderful dogs. They're beautiful dogs. They're loving dogs. And like I say, our issues weren't on the dog. It was really just on us as a family. Yeah. You have to know that there's a lot of time and commitment that goes with it. And I would tell you this first thing.
That I'm going to inherit.
If you do the invisible fence thing,
yes,
make sure it can't get on the deck. You got to keep it off that deck.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Two things. It'll chew the deck up, number one. Number two, if the deck goes to a window in the house, they come in there to check in on why nobody's playing with it.
It's like there's some dogs in this.
I love you. I love all of you. And you're trying to eat and it's banging on the window. Love you. And you're just like, hey man, cut us some slack, man.
I'm getting that with my dog now.
I love you, Red.
What have we done?
I'll look out the door.
So
and she's
you
looking at me.
Do you have a real fence, or are you going to use the invisible?
We're going to do well, Amanda wants to do a real fence. I want to do the invisible. So we haven't.
You just do the pet stuff.
We haven't determined that yet.
Well, let me tell you what they do, Bubba.
Amanda's all worried about the shocking of the dog.
Because the real fence, too, also protects your dog from other things that might come wandering.
The only problem is retrievers climb a real fence like it's nothing.
Well, you got to. You can't have any cross members on it.
Right? They climb.
You have to keep extending it.
And you better
I will tell you
spay.
this.
You better spay or neuter the minute that there's danger, because they can leave and roam with no issues.
Can I tell you what's funny too? We have we know some folks that have cats that they've tried to do the invisible fence for, and the cats laugh at it. You realize that it don't even slow one of them down.
No.
The other thinks about it for a minute, but there's one he gets a running jump and he's out of there.
Yeah,
you hear a yelp in midair and he's gone.
I know that everybody's done the dog cat jokes and there's none to be done.
They're funny,
but it also should be talked about again, because I lived in dog world all my life and went cat world one time. Cat is the 180 of what I just described. Dog is just love. And the cat's like, if things don't get right around here, I have no issue killing everybody in this house.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like, really? It's two different ways they get your attention. One's threatening,
Right.
and the other is, I love you. Doggone it, you don't know how much.
Doggone it.
And if you don't teach them what is acceptable, not acceptable, boy, they'll be running you.
Do you ever just want to ask the dog, I know you didn't think I was coming back, but I have for 3 years. Don't you think I'll come back tomorrow?
Rick, you're home again. You are awesome.
Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
So we were talking about Helms gets a puppy for Father's Day weekend, golden retriever, which you guys should have a wonderful life together. And but you were telling me, we got calls earlier today, either from the grandmom, that somebody for Father's Day weekend received 6 children.
Sextuplets, Rick.
Sextuplets.
Wow.
And your wife is a nurse, and she was involved in this?
This actually
They've been on the news and everything.
They have. Took place at Brookwood Medical Center, right down from the plaza here. And Amanda was fortunate enough to be on the staff that was part of the delivery, as well as did some photography for them. And so these pictures that you're seeing too, she was able to do that, and it's she said it was one of the most amazing days she's ever had in regards to work. So,
6 babies.
can you imagine? I mean, goodness gracious.
So
Golden Retriever doesn't sound so bad.
That is amazing.
But how about that Father's Day? Because
Wow.
it wasn't on the Father's Day weekend.
It was. It's Saturday.
So wow.
Saturday.
How was your Father's Day? Well,
Yeah.
I became a father 6 times in one day.
How about that?
Wow. What's the breakdown, male, female? Do you know? Anybody know?
That's a good question. I'm going to get a text from my wife. I want to say 5 and 1.
Which
I'm not
way?
real sure. I want to
How
say,
about one day?
I want to say girl.
5 girls?
I don't know. I'm sure Amanda's about to text me. I don't know.
One day you have no kids. The next day you have a basketball team and a guy to come off the bench. That's big.
It is.
All at one time.
Yeah. So the grandmother is on the line. So
She'll be able to help us out with that.
Kim, I guess that was quite a Father's Day weekend.
That was the most awesome sight I have ever seen in my life.
You think usually if you're going to see 6 babies, it involves a dog. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
I mean, they just kept coming, huh?
I mean, my goodness.
They were all born within 3 minutes from 8:05 to 8:08.
Wow. And what is the gender breakdown?
5 girls, 1 boy.
Oh, boy.
Well, no, he has a 2-year-old older brother, so
Okay.
he's got a little backup in there, but not much.
Boy, 5 women in the house in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Boy, you talk about house of drama.
And if you're trying to catch the Duggars, you're off and running.
That's 5 weddings. That's 5 weddings.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's 5 weddings. Gosh, 5
So that's
proms.
seven kids total now.
5
huh?
in cheerleading.
Yep. 7.
5.
You can't pass down the clothes either. They all move along at the same time.
Yeah, right. If you could stagger them. What?
So, Mom and Dad doing okay?
They are, well, Dad's still floating on cloud 9.
Right.
Yeah.
And Mom is doing awesome. She is a mighty, strong, just awesome woman. I said God has really blessed them, blessed her throughout this entire pregnancy. Those 6 little miracles came here. They're all healthy. They're doing wonderful. They're all off their ventilators. They are on CPAP machines right now. But they are just awesome.
Well, that's really and from what I gather from the story, weight-wise, they're in extremely good health because I know this can always be a little dicey in the beginning, but so what a blessing! I mean, really, it's incredible.
It's amazing to see all that, and the staff at Brookwood, they were awesome. I mean, we couldn't praise them enough. They were just great.
Yeah, 2 of mine were born there, and they do a great job. They really do. Good, they're great people. So congratulations to the family, and boy, I think he is now the me monster of all Father's Day gifts this
Yeah,
weekend.
it really is.
I mean, you get 6.
I think he topped everybody.
Yeah, you get
That
6
makes golf
children.
clubs look like nothing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was all excited about my sunglasses. Kim, please give our best to the family, and we're very excited about it. And maybe one day, since you guys don't live far from us, maybe they can all come visit the studio down the road.
All 7?
Sure, bring them on. I mean, let them get a little older. Hey, here's what'll be fun. Let's bring them when they're all 2. And
No.
just let the fun begin. Can you imagine having 6 2-year-olds at the same time?
It's like teaching Sunday school. It never quits.
Got your own daycare.
You do.
Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
I know you're a happy grandmother, and I hope you have,
I am.
have a great week.
Thank you. You
Thanks
too.
for
you, Kim.
Bye bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Wow, guys. And so, man, your wife was there.
She was involved from start to finish.
Well, they need a
She,
lot of people to hand babies
I'm
to.
telling you. So, in 3 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about that. I don't get into those details
Well,
for obvious
here
reasons.
you are, the only person who would have the details, and you're not.
Well,
gonna...
there's certain things I can't talk about. There's regulations out there.
Oh, I got you. What,
So, that's why we had grandma.
Did we go sunroof or did we come from below?
What?
You had to go sunroof.
You saying open the
had to
door
go
and jump out the
sunroof.
window?
You can't wait. You got to hurry that thing.
If we got 6 in 3 minutes, it had to be sunroof.
Yeah, I think so. I think in a high risk pregnancy, that would be probably the plan to begin
That's no
with.
big deal. All 5 of mine in sunroof. I mean, and they're
Yeah,
pretty
if you
normal.
got multiples, they'd be jockeying
Yeah.
for position, trying to come out. Yeah, you can't do that.
Now I will tell you this though, and I have this issue with my kids all the time.
Drafting.
There's a time period where when they try to leave the house, they keep climbing out the window, and you have to correct them.
Right,
But once they learn how to go out a door, they're fine.
They catch on real quick.
Yeah. So.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean,
Hams, it sure is.
I didn't give Amanda enough on Saturday night about this because she come home excited and all this, and then start seeing it on national news, and I'm like, oh, it's a pretty big deal.
When people have six,
And then
Babies
she's showing me.
wasn't a big deal to you.
Then we're
Yeah,
watching
see
the
it on
news.
TV.
We're watching the news, and her pictures are coming up courtesy of Amanda Helms, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty big.
yeah. So
Suddenly you're interested.
I was.
yeah, I don't know
Took
if
a
you
lot to get you there.
Yeah.
Hams, I don't know if you know this. I mean, twins, even triplets, are pretty normal. When you start, going +5 all at one time, that's pretty big news.
Yeah.
Those people end up on TV.
Now, what was
Well,
kind of funny though with Amanda taking all these pictures of the puppy? What if she'd got them confused, thrown some of them in there?
And here's a picture of one of the sextuplets. Oh my goodness, isn't he cute?
Not
Very
bandana.
lovable.
It's normal for children to have body hair when they're born. Now, some of that'll come right off. Look at this one, Bo. Kevin, let's talk Father's Day, and we'll come back and talk some more, but I want to get yours in going to the break.
Kevin, go.
Yes, I got my wife got me a pet snake for Father's Day.
You got a snake for Father's Day?
That may
I
be a
got
sign.
a snake.
Is your wife a member of an occult or something? What is this?
No, I've always wanted a pet snake, and
Well, who had?
she finally broke down and got me one for Father's Day.
I'm sorry, Bo.
What kind did you get?
It's a corn snake.
A corn snake.
That's like Adler's. His is a corn snake, isn't it?
So I want you to know this, Kevin. You have just made the same move that Eddie Van Adler made in his life. How's that feel?
Well, my wife says I'm a little off in the head anyway.
Well, if you got a pet snake, we agree with your wife.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy. Pet
Thank
snake,
you.
Father's Day.
Enjoy feeding it mice.
We'll take your Father's Day calls next. We'll see how it went. 866-WE-BE-BIG. Line them up.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.